Good afternoon, Catonsville. This is Ellie McIntire, and as promised, it's 2:45, and I actually hit it on time today. So I wanted to jump on here and tell you about our newest home to hit the market. If you are a buyer or a seller that's in the market right now, you will appreciate that there is almost nothing to buy, especially something as absolutely delightful as this home that I'm at right now, which is at 38 Homehurst Avenue. So this, you can see behind me, this great house that Laura was at earlier. So what's going to happen, I'm going to take you on a tour. Now, I will be very transparent. I just tried my Wi-Fi in the basement and it wasn't so great. So I am going to skip the basement, but there's so much to see here. So hopefully you'll come along for the ride. And I'm going to ask a question I'm going to ask a question at the end. I'm going to give you the answer as I walk through the house. And the prize, of course, as Laura said this morning, is a gold card, which is an opportunity to eat at 11 different restaurants and make savings of almost up to $200. So this is going to be fun. So anyway, without any further ado, let me turn the camera around. And okay, I'm on Homehurst. If you have no idea where this is a absolutely delightful street that is just outside the Beltway. Here's our house again. And this is 38 Homehurst. You're going to see that in a minute. But as the great thing about Homehurst is that almost every house on the street is different. They're different styles, they're different shapes. They all have their own character. And you can hang out here and it's super quiet. A ton of kids. I mean, look, I'm going to zoom in here. So they've got parking on the grass there and parking on the grass at the next house too. So a bunch of kids on the street. Great. Oops, can't get it back in again now. That's not good. Hold on. Oh well, I've got to go with that. So they're a hop, skip and a jump to $6.95. And you could also walk to downtown Catonsville. Okay, because I've messed up the scope on this, we're going to have to run with it. Oops. Okay, anyway. All right, let's go ahead and go inside. So I'm at 38 Homehurst. You can see it's got a classic slate roof. It has a one-car garage on the side right here. And you're going to find inside we have 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. I'm going to try turning it around to get my scope back out there too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in. And if you have questions, hopefully I'll be able to see them. Here we go. All right, just not going to spoil the drama. Okay, all righty. Let me turn the camera around. Hopefully I got it right this time. Okay, welcome to 38 Homehurst. It has radiator heat, but it also does have central AC throughout the house. And beautiful colors. This is your living room. Over here on the side, we have the kitchen and dining room combo. The kitchen is very open plan. Really nice. Okay, they've actually got electric, but if you wanted to have gas, of course there's gas in the house, you could convert that. Lots of cabinet space all the way through. Just really sleek in here. Kind of a terracotta color tile on the floor. Okay, here's the back side. The fridge is kind of nicely tucked away. And just a really nice space to entertain. Okay, over here, there is a powder room on the side. I'm going to save that space till last. Okay, so the powder room right here is just a nice on the main level. Okay, coming on through here to the living room. The living room has a stacked stone fireplace, very classic. It's actually the same kind of stone as what's on the patio. It's flanked by bookcases on either side. Nice high ceilings. Lots of natural light too. I'm going to stand over here and get a good scope. So it's the whole width of the house right here. Really pretty. So that's the first level right there. Okay, let's take you out. This weekend, the Ravens are going to be beating the Bills. And what a perfect place. This is the addition of the screened-in porch that our clients have put on. Huge. So you got a TV up here. All right? So this is where they watch Michigan. They're big Michigan fans, our sellers right here. And interestingly, the neighbors are actually Ohio State fans. So as you can imagine, there's some rivalry over here. There's a squirrel back there. My dog would be going nuts. Great sized yard. Even though they put on this huge, great screened-in porch, you still get plenty of space. There's a little raised bed over here. And it's fully fenced. You just got wooded area back there too. And there's also a patio as well, stone patio. There's a door right there to the garage. The garage is probably a decent size as well. So just to give you a really good scope of what this is. Pretty much, I mean, the weather that we have today, it's beautiful. Really nice place to hang out. And as Laura, who does all her signs, she says right here, relax and watch nature, not naked. No naked people here, don't worry. Cheer on your team and dinner al fresco. Lovely. Great space with a great garden. All righty. Thanks, Laura. I put that in there already. Okay, let's go back through. So if you were to go down to the basement, that space, that door is right there. But as I said, we end up talking to myself, so I've chose not to. Okay, coming through, heading up. Hey, Jessica. We're at 38 Homehurst. If you joined just now, and I'm trying to turn the lights on up there. There we go. Okay, so just if you have just joined, this is the living room. Oh, I'm going to go read what Laura wrote. Ready to relax in front of your cozy fireplace this winter. She's so good. So this is the living room. And then, of course, I just came through the dining room kitchen combo. We're going to head upstairs. Come on up. Okay, as I usually say, if I fall over, call 911. Don't laugh. Call the ambulance. Anyway, I'm going to turn to the right first. Here we have a nice sized bedroom. I like the dormer. It's cute. It gives it a little bit of a character. So this bedroom through here. It's a good size. Easily fit a queen size bed in here. Good size closet. That's where the baby is. Of course, you have the hardwood floors throughout. Tis the age of the house. Here's the full bath with the classic subway tile through here. The floor has actually got a ceramic tile on it, but we still have some of the... Oops, sorry, hope I didn't make you giddy on that one. Okay, here's the second bedroom. This one already has a nice size bed, queen size bed in it. Another dormer right here too. Central AC. Stand over here. Good size room, like I said, even though you've got the queen size bed in here, you've still got plenty of room for furniture. If you need an extra desk, that is actually stays. Little table right there. You've got two closets. I think one of the closets is where the AC unit is. But there's... I'm going to put some bits and pieces in there. And then we have another closet right here too. So if you're a purist like I am, you can polish up these little guys. They're so cool. And just some nice features. Okay, so moving on to the primary bedroom. That's our new word. We have to use that now. Okay, so as you can see, very relaxing in here. They put a dresser of drawers. There's two closets either side. That's a huge king-size bed. And this is another one of the renovations that's been done with a barn door with a mirror on it, which is brilliant. We have this absolutely stunning master bathroom. Lots of room, very double mirrors, double vanity. It's huge. I mean, the tiles are almost 2 feet tiles, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's big. So even the shower, with a couple of couple of shower heads here, and a nook right there. You can relax in your shower. Super nice space. Double windows. Just a really, very rare for an old house like this. And of course, like I said, this was one of the big projects that these clients took upon themselves. And that's pretty much the house. So once again, if you're joining late, this is 38 Homehurst Avenue. Homehurst being the street that's tucked away just outside the Beltway. You can walk into Catonsville. All of the great spaces and restaurants and dining and shops and everything. And you could actually walk to Paradise quite easily too for some of their wonderful offerings too. The house is currently listed at $460,000. That's 460 if I'm mumbled behind this mask. And we will be having an open house on Saturday. I did put we're going to have a sign up. We're being very cautious with COVID. The numbers are increasing, but as real estate is still going, we're still selling houses. If you're a buyer and you want to come and take a look, register. I put the link above. If you are thinking of selling your house, this is the absolutely perfect time to sell your house. We'd love to have a conversation. We could get you featured on the Catonsville page as well. If anybody has any questions, you grew up in here? You did? That is so cool. I just met another agent, and she had said she'd sold this house a couple of times, but it's a beautiful home now. It gets better every time. So, who wants to win a gold card? Do we have anybody on here? Okay, I think I'm getting the questions. That's so cool, Lynn. Do you want to come and see it again? I've got a question for you. Let me get downstairs without breaking my neck. Hold on. All right, so we're going to go downstairs. As I said, all the hardwood floors. You see some of the arches. Like I said, I'm a purist. I love the details in these old houses. The windows have been replaced. And here's the garage over here too. There's actually the only entrance is from the back. So you could get in there. I have an old house in Catonsville. I chose to break into my garage and make it into a dining room. So that could be the next homeowner. You could actually make it into a family room. Anyway, okay, alrighty. I got a question for you to get a gold card. A gold card you can use. There's 11 restaurants in Catonsville. You can buy one if you don't win one. And there's 11 restaurants where you get amazing discounts. I personally used mine. I've used mine a couple of times, and I've already got my money back. So, but this one's going to be free if you get the question right. So the question is, this is easy. Easy question. Get ready. Hi, Kelly. You can walk up and see it if you want. Hang on. I'd live there in a heartbeat. Happy memories. Wonderful yard. Best neighbors. Oh, it is. The neighborhood here. That's one of the things we can't obviously, you don't know unless you live locally, but the neighbors are amazing. And that leads me into my question is I said that there's a local rivalry between the guys that live here and their neighbors. What college football team do the neighbors support? Easy, easy. Who can get that first? I said it while I was out on the porch. It's not something you can look up online. It's just something I know. So what college football team do the neighbors support? Anybody? I'll give you a clue. I'll go back out onto the amazing deck and I'll show you who my sellers, who their team is, and it should give you a clue if you like college football. So, go blue. Ohio. Geraldine. Yes, I think, Geraldine, you were first. I'm going to double check, but it looks like you still didn't get it right. I think, Geraldine, I think you got that. I'll confirm that, the first person that got it. Got it, yes. The neighbors support Ohio State, and these guys are Michigan fans, so big rivalry. It's fun. It's cute. The neighbors here, during normal times, had a ton of happy hours. They're very, very social. They have a social committee on the street. So if that's your cup of tea, if you'd like to know more information, you can either click on the link, you can call us, or you can register for the open house on Saturday. But if you saw enough and want to make an offer, hey, let's go. And I'm going to hang out here on the porch. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.